Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Roy Rath Motorsports. Today we're doing an in-depth review on the Vance and Hines exhaust for the TRX. A little backstory, we met them at SEMA. I spoke on the SEMA education panel and we met them. They were following the movement, the Ram TRX racing, following the shop and what we're doing, and they just released a product. So they asked us to give us an unbiased feedback. Full disclosure, we're not being paid for this. We actually gifted the exhaust to this customer here. So this is an unbiased review from a performance shop. All the number, all the data is literally A to B, same scenario, same testing. The goal isn't here to necessarily say this is the best unit or not, but it's just to provide real world results for you guys enthusiasts that are looking for catback options. These are some things you need to look out for, and these are some metrics that may or may not be relevant to you. So let's take a look at the video, let's take a look at the products, and we hope you enjoy it. All right, so this is a stock configuration on the TRX with the bone stock exhaust. This truck has absolutely zero mods. Just here talking, we're at 54 decibels. Let's call it that, 54, 55. I'm gonna do a quick drive here, just accelerate, get up to highway speed, and then I'm gonna downshift as if we're passing a car, and we're gonna take the stock measurements, and then we're gonna do that again with the exhaust. 70 decibels cruising at speed here. Gonna go to the different modes here. 70 decibels, so let's call it 70 decibels, 75. We're gonna do a wide open throttle hit, downshift here. Make sure we're in the right mode. About 82 decibels at wide open throttle in cab stock exhaust. Let's see what this looks like with the exhaust. So here we are. All in all, unboxing, the packaging looks really well. It's very well packed, so we don't have to worry about shipping issues. They're packed in individual sections per se. So we have one box, and then we have this that we have to break open before we get to the actual exhaust. All right, so packaging, as you guys saw, was really great. Even if they mishandle it, you're probably gonna be in good shape. Everything is zip tied, is secured. This is how the exhaust comes. We've got it laid apart here. Some of the biggest things that stick out is obviously is going to be the piping. It's a full 3-inch, but what I like about this one from the top is it's a 49 thou diameter, so the thickness of the actual pipes are 49 thousandths. Sometimes folks use a little bit cheaper material, so basically the wall thickness is 49 thousandths, so that's in terms of durability. For you guys doing high horsepower builds that you're concerned about heat and exhaust, that's going to be great. Not all manufacturers do that, so that's going to be dope. The other thing that I like here is going to be the muffler itself. They designed this specifically for the TRX. Now, Vance and Hines is a Harley Davidson brand, so appearance is everything. Harley Davidson's, you see the full exhaust. That's what makes the bikes. So you can see some of that detail carried over into this exhaust. So one of the biggest downfalls of the TRX is the mufflers are so long that they either resonate or they're not loud, or they're throaty, but it's not like what enthusiasts want. So going to a shorter muffler with a bigger bass with dual chambered outlet, it's gonna be great. Lastly, my initial observation is gonna be these tips. They're beautiful, they're massive, right? And you know, we don't have like leaks or anything like that. They're dual layered with the Vance and Hines on here. Very nice, very clean, very like bold looking. A lot of slip fits here. So when I use the V-bands that come in the kit, essentially, this is gonna be a really good install. So that's it in terms of the product itself. Let's look at the truck, the stock exhaust. Let's get it on the dyno, see how it sounds stock. We're gonna pull the truck forward, install this catback, put it back on the dyno. Let's hear how it sounds with our handy decibel meter, and then take it out on the road and repeat the test you guys saw in the beginning. So come along, join us, have some fun. All right, y'all, so I'm standing underneath the Ram TRX. It's a 2021. We're ready to getting ready to do the Vance and Hines exhaust. We just dynoed it. It made 611, 550 to the wheels, 134 decibels, which is pretty loud. It's pretty strong for my dyno. Let's look at what the stock exhaust looks like. We'll throw in the Vance and Hines. We'll put it on the dyno, see if it picks up. Mainly we're doing this for sound, not necessarily horsepower gains. And then we'll do a street drive, revs, launches, and then that'll do the wrap up with our overall thoughts. So take a look, shall we? This is the stock configuration of a Ram TRX. Coming from the front, we are going to come underneath here and just look. Right after the headers, you're gonna have your catalytic converters on each side. So driver and passenger. This truck is bone stock. You're gonna have your crossover pipe into here, and then it's gonna go down all the way back, come over. So as you can see, this is a very thin metal. The tips are here in black on both sides. And same thing on the driver's side. So from the rear view, two tips, comes down into here, crossover, connects to the cats, and then it goes into your manifold or headers. All right, so we got the Vance and Hines exhaust installed. At part throttle before, we were at 70 dBAs with the stock exhaust. Same cruising scenario, we're looking at about 84, 87, so depending on the load. So that's a quite substantial increase in the cabin, but it's not enough to where we can't have conversations. So I'm talking at my normal tone. I can hear the exhaust in the back, but it's not overkill to where it's going to annoy you. So we're gonna hang a left here. We're gonna do a downshift, wide open throttle downshift, and compare. I believe previously we were at 70 and 82 decibels at wide open throttle. Now we're hovering about 80, 84-ish, and we'll see what we do at wide open throttle. And again, just from highway speed, from 50 or so, about 95 decibels. So about 15 decibels overall is what we picked up average. However, peak actually came down. All right, y'all, so we hope you enjoyed the video. All in all, it's a great product. About 2 to 3 hours labor, pretty straightforward. The only issue we had was aligning the tips, but that's pretty standard with every exhaust. Ultimately, we got it down packed. In terms of performance, 18 horsepower gain, 11 foot-pounds. We picked up 15 decibel cruising around town. It's not too bad idea. So we hope you enjoyed it. If there's ever anything that we can do for you, in the bottom of the description, there'll be a service request link. Fill that out and our team will get back to you. Thank you again, and we hope this information was valuable and helpful. You're recording now?
Yeah.
I should have made my hat. Okay, that's fine. All right. I think I fucking hat. All right, fucking no hat. Let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
However, peak actually came down. So if you saw the earlier portion, peak was around. Okay, we'll cut that out because I don't remember what peak was. Service request, thank you, and enjoy.